In a world where the ground forgot how to be still, gravity was not a law, it was an opponent. My name is Summit, aptly named, for my life was a constant climb. My world is the sunken valley, a place of breathtaking beauty and terrifying depth. Great islands of earth, draped in moss and ancient trees, float suspended in an endless sea of mist. My charge? The glimmer wings. A flock of creatures so gentle, they seem woven from captured starlight in the neon glow of deep-sea wonders. Their feathers were a soft, precious light, and their flight, well, that was the problem. It was clumsy, a frantic, fluttering dance that made them easy targets. You see, their light was a resource, a treasure for those who didn't want to earn their own. They didn't want to harm the flock, not directly. They just wanted to shear them, to leave them dull, dark, and grounded forever. My job was to get them to the nesting spires, the one place their light could recharge, safe from the pirates' reach. We felt the hunters before we saw them, a low, grinding hum that vibrated in your teeth. The sky pirates, their jagged, rust-bucket ships, all spinning propellers and grasping metal claws, emerged from the mist like mechanical sharks. And so the chase began. We leaped, from island to crumbling island. The glimmerwings chimed in panic, their light flickering with fear. I barked orders they understood in their souls. Left, right, faster, down. My powerful legs, built for mountain trails, now launched me across gaps that dropped into infinity. The smell of ozone from their engines, the wet dog smell of the mist, the sweet scent of crushed moss under my paws. The pirates' ships screeched, their clawed nets swooping, tearing chunks of earth and fern from the islands we just left. Then came the Grand Cleft, the widest, most terrifying gap in the valley. The pathway of floating stones that once bridged the gap had collapsed. The nesting spires shone on the other side, a sanctuary of radiant light. We were trapped on a dying island, with a pirate armada closing in from behind. There was no way across, no way but through. This was it, the moment where every choice converges into one. The lead pirate ship descended, its metal jaw wide open, ready to scoop up the entire flock. The glimmerwings huddled behind me, their light dimming in defeat. But they'd forgotten what they were hunting. They were not just hunting light, they were hunting a shepherd. And a shepherd's duty isn't to run, it's to protect. I didn't jump away, I jumped at it. With a roar that echoed through the canyon, I launched myself from the edge. Not towards the other side, but straight up, onto the deck of the lead ship. Summit was a whirlwind of black and rust fur, a force of nature they never planned for. Summit tore at cables, slammed into control panels, and with one final mighty shove against the main thruster, I sent the ship spinning out of control right into the path of the other pirates. The resulting chain reaction, well, let's just say it was a symphony of crashing metal and fizzling lights. A temporary setback for them, a permanent victory for us. Because in the confusion, the glimmerwings, they saw the path. Not a path of stone, but a path of courage. Their light flared, brighter than I'd ever seen it, not from fear, but from hope. And with a unified, graceful beat of their wings, a sight so beautiful it stole the air from my lungs, they flew, truly flew. I made it across, of course. A little singed, a lot proud, and with a few more leaves tucked into my fur. It wasn't a peak of rock or earth. It was a moment, a choice, to stand between the darkness and the light and simply hold the line.